Hello there, my name is Valerie White-Williams, and today I'm talking about the hand chakras. So a lot of people have heard of the 7 chakras of the body, the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh, but those are just some of the chakras that are in our vortex. So chakra is a Sanskrit term which means wheel, but what I think is more realistic to think about is that it's vortex. And the vortex is basically bringing us energy into our body and bringing the energy out, because we're really actually balls of energy. You can't really see that because we're always getting messages and influences from our higher dimensional self and the universe. Because we think we're solid, but we're not. We are actually full of energy. And so what I want to talk about today, of course, is the hand chakras. So we have chakras in our hands, and that's where healers use to healing. Now, the thing about the chakras is that there's energy that goes in, but there's also energy that goes out. So when people are sending healing energy, they are sending healing energy through that chakra. But the other thing that you can do with your hand chakras is, obviously give healing. You can put healing on send healing energy with Reiki. I'm not really a Reiki master, or I don't know much about Reiki, but basically you're sending energy through your body and your hand energy. And what we were taught at the Clairvoyant Training Institute, the healing class, is to allow our spirit guides, which would be a healing guide that is very respectful and not the healing guides that are not respectful, but allowing them to kind of use their energy. Because sometimes when you are healing with your own energy, it can be very draining. But if you can connect to a guide that is going to help you, they can use their energy to connect through your hands. I know it sounds really woohoo, but that's what we were taught, and that was back in the 80s. And so we could put our hands, and so when we were doing healing work too, we were taught that we could feel the energy. So, and you can feel the energy between your hands. This is a great technique to practice making a ball, a healing ball, like you're sending your own energy and you can feel it and you can sense it and you can create it like this. And you can bring your hands and the energy to create that. And then you can take it and throw it. Because here's the thing, we're all energy, and we're learning to see and sense and feel energy. Now, the regular world does not talk about this stuff, but when you are in nature or you're in an environment where you can close your eyes and focus, because we're also busy, or we're looking at devices and we have electronics on all the time. I'm as guilty as anyone else, but when we're tuning into these energy frequencies, the wheels in our hands, you can kind of feel that. You can feel that energy. Now, the other thing about your hand chakras, besides sending and receiving energy, there's also a skill called psychometry, where basically you're going to hold things and sense them. Now, these are maybe combined sensory things. So we have the hand chakras, but we're going to have the hand chakras tuning into our 6th chakra, which is seeing clearly. So obviously the chakras are not isolated, they work together, but the hands are very, very powerful. And just know that you can send energy like this. And you have to kind of tune into it and allow things to soften, because when you're sending energy, it's not an active energy, it's an allowing energy. So we have to feel a sense of relaxation. And when you relax, then the energy can flow. And so sometimes you can even sense the aura like this. You can feel the energy of the aura. Yeah, so mine's right about here. You can kind of sense where it is. And you might even be able to see it if you're sensitive around the light. And it really depends. Sometimes, again, that's another subject of allowing your eyes to kind of get unfocused and seeing things in a different way. Not what they teach in school, not at all. But yeah, the psychometry. So sometimes you can hold an object with somebody, you can get like a reading of it, and you can get a sense of who had it and other things with it. That's why I really like cards, to do card readings, because when I do card readings, and I don't usually do it professionally, but when I do it for myself, I typically will have my hands choose. Like, let's see what card comes out, which cards feels it. So, or I'll looking at a page, which page is turning it. So your hands can guide you in ways that you don't maybe understand. Because again, we are energetic beings and we have these chakras in our hands. We also have them in our feet. We have them at our joints. We have them outside of our body. There's lots of energetic points that are coming all the way around our body. When we breathe, there's just so much. So I want you to think about your hands and how you can allow your hands to relax and to send. Now, one of the easiest things to start with is sending energy between your hands. Now, some people have a personal choice of sending energy. You might want to send it with your right hand and receive it with your left hand. And then you can switch it up and try the left hand and the right hand. So you might choose one more than the other if you want to send energy. And sometimes when you get that energy flowing, because the energy kind of flows down our arms, right? Flows down this way, flows down this way. And then we can send it out. And we can send it to ourselves. We can send it to like you could actually, if you have a headache, you can just think of sending energy to that area. Now that there's a visualization, but eventually you can start feeling it, which is pretty cool. So that is hand chakras. And then there's some other things about telekinesis. So that's another thing, but I'll talk about that another day because I certainly don't have expertise on that. But the hand chakras are involved in that as well. All right, so I would love to hear any of your experiences about using your hands. You Reiki masters, I'd love to hear from you. Any experiences you've had sending energy, receiving energy, how much you have used your hands to heal yourself, to make energy in your hands. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And also I want to let you know of my free passion project on Facebook. Yeah, I'm still on Facebook. And that is called Creative Soul Alignment. And that's where people are interested in spirituality and creativity. Because here's the deal. It's the same thing. We're here to be creative. And when we are creative, we are expressing our divinity. Most people don't know that. But we have the power to create a world that works for all of us. We just have to visualize it, and we can come together as a planet to take off the parasites that have been ruling for millennia, tens of thousands of years. It's happening. So keep that in mind. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.